as we already jump into our first series. As we said, it's going to be a little bit of PvZ. I guess we both have some insights because we both play both races, more or less on the same level. So let me just search for the wonderful. Okay, I found it. So if you look at the center of the map, pretty much, we're going to see this wonderful thing with the logo. So yeah, welcome to the very first series of BaltiCup, and let's present our players. Spawning in the bottom right side for Team Harst, we have Qoobic.
Then on the top side, we have representing CSO. It's Conan Rombuzz.
Mr. Conan Rombuzz, I love PvP. I think I saw Yemiel, the Polish caster, having the name I love ZVZ. It's quite fun to see it. And we have a 15 hatchery. No, wait, it's no, sorry, 16 hatchery. Never mind, I'm stupid a bit. First I thought I saw it after it got placed, and I'm like, wait, is this a 15? No, it's not. Everything seems to be standard. We have the low ground wall, as well as we have the standard hatch gas pool opener. What is your favorite style? What is your favorite style in ZVP Origin? Because you're mainly a Zerg player.
To be honest, I don't like CVP in the late game, so I try and finish it off as you've seen some of my playstyles. Like, you know, realistically, I cheese a lot in my ZVP. Because macro in my ZVP, it's not the biggest of strengths I have at the moment, my side. But if I play standard, it's usually 4-minute roach down and then my macro up, and play responsive, try to get to those lurkers.
Yeah, the good old lurkers. I also like that in ZVP. On the other side, on the PvZ side, I play Stargate almost exclusively these days. Probably just a tad bit of Twilight and just a tad bit of Robo openers. Obviously, the Robo opener is mostly for the good old Haas build. I'm sure you're familiar with it. I don't know if I did it against you though, but I'm sure I did it at some point.
I think I watched one of your games where you did it. It was a replay. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. You can see on Rombuzz side we have pretty much a Stargate opener, so we know what's expected to come out that. That's probably going to be Oracle.
Yeah, we'll see if there's going to be a variation or not, as the third base from the Zerg goes down at pretty much the standard time. Sometimes we see just a bit of switch up with later speed and faster third base, but this is not going to be the case here. We have link speed done already halfway. We have 2 adepts, so no stalker. Rombuzz is not going to put too much pressure on this overlord. Does he see it? No. Okay, so it's positioned perfectly on the peeping pillar. But we have the oracle, so from what I've seen, there's usually what I like to do is 3 stalkers, 3 adepts into the stalker, just to have it in the wall, and then the 3 adepts, no matter if I send it across or not, I'll just have them, or however, remain after like going across the map. I'll have at least like 2 adepts, you know, and then I can just defend my third base from any potential link pressure.
Notice from Zerg's corner, there's actually quite a very early roach warren there.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised here. Might be just a safety roach warren. This is already done. This was like what, 320, something along those lines. We have 2 drones pulled out of gas. Oh, it's going to be an early roach pressure. This is off of a fairly low drone count, so, and I see there's nothing else. So actually, Origin, this just looks like your game from yesterday, in my opinion. There's only like a single battery just now starting. Rombuzz needs to place either a secret, well, a hidden, I would say. It has to be a hidden thing. what you call it, the
Yeah,
stasis trap.
correct.
Or he has to activate. Okay, he's going to activate the pulsar beams and just try to mow down these roaches as they go. Shield battery will finish up, but the stalker is surrounded. That is going to be the key factor here. There is battery overcharge available. Ooh, but this is looking...
For the boys.
Okay, what do you do
Yeah.
against Protoss here? Like, this is really, really difficult to defend. If you don't lose that many probes, it might be doable, but this is really, really bad for Rombuzz. There's only one pylon. If Qoobic will focus out that pylon at some point, it's going to be some major issues for our Polish Protoss player.
Yeah, unfortunately, 21 probes, 25 now went down. Much more yet to come, man. Yeah, it doesn't look too well for Rombuzz now, MAUZY. Unfortunately, and the Zerg player is gonna just spam the Ling button, ready the rally set across. So it looks very unwelcoming for the first game for Rombuzz, but yeah, so I don't think economical wise doesn't look too good for the Protoss player.
Yeah, there's 7 workers only, and there's 2 oracles and the Void Ray with 2 really bruised stalkers, and Morlings are coming in. Rombuzz cannot really just re-wall this whole thing. He should try to do that, honestly. There is still battery overcharge available, so... Oh, but there's 40... Oh my god, 43 workers, and everything keeps coming. Larry's on the way, so... It's not going to be anything left. GG is called, and yeah, that means Rombuzz Qoobic takes the first game of this opening series. People are already asking what's happening. There is a minute delay, so it's going to matter. Obviously, we already know what happened, and they will know when it actually happens on stream. And honestly,
Yeah, well, it's very unfortunate there. I think maybe if Rombuzz did scout it that early, Roach Warren, he could have maybe prepared better for it. Because all that third hatch was just basically for a macro hatch to push out that extra lava, the units.
yeah. So I look at the vetoes, and it's Gresswan, Altitude, Neo-Humanity, and Royal Blood. I'm not exactly sure if I understand the logic behind these vetoes, especially that we had Dragon Skills, which is I would say kind of a 50-50, but a really open map, so it's kind of okay for Zerg. And we have Ancient Cistern with probably the largest main in the whole map pool, which is kind of frustrating to deal with if it's like Mutas, Nidus, any kind of drops or anything. So let's see if Rombuzz can force Babylon, or if he's going to go down already to the losers match. Whoever loses here, it's not over. It's not over till it's over, they say.
Not on them, MAUZY. It's not over till the last game has been done. So let's see how it goes in this match.
Yeah, and we are going to once again look at the very first player in the bottom left side, representing Team Harst. It's going to be Qoobic as our red Zerg player, winning the last game. Really nicely done there, hiding the strategy.
Then on our top side in the blue, we have represented CSO Rombuzz from our side.
Oh yeah. Also, if you feel comfortable, you can just go onto my vision. If you just want to like lay back and just enjoy the games and just talk about them. I usually like to observe anyways, so I offer that to my co-casters. So we have the same opener. We have once again another Gateway Scout. I'm curious if there's going to be any kind of shenanigans here. We have the same opener, so I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, if it would be the same strategy. I mean, if it worked, it worked. Oh, hold on a second. It's going to be a faster pool than a gas. Let's see if Rombuzz scouts this. Nope. Oh, wait, never mind. He will. Alright, so Rombuzz should know what he's dealing with. Well, okay, I'm kind of lying. I also have no idea what he should be dealing with, because this late of a gas... Talk a bit about this type of strategy. What can we expect if we have a faster pool and this late of a gas?
Well, faster pool obviously would be you can get earlier Zerglings, and then you can depend. You can follow up with obviously metabolic boost, but in my case, maybe I would just skip metabolic boost and just put down a roach warren straight away,
Okay.
and pressure with roach warren.
All right. I actually feel like it's going to be something like that. Now that you talk about it, it actually makes sense. So. That would be honestly a really cool build. Obviously, I'm also learning here what the options could be. Okay, we once again have the Stargate opener. I kind of like this. If links get in, then probably it's going to cut them off there. But as I said, the main is huge. So, ooh, look at that.
I do see a fast layer, yeah, very fast layer.
240 layer and no metabolic boost. So is this 2 base muta? Let's see. If he adds gases as well, then I think it's gonna be 2 base muta.
But he would have taken his let's see, his second gas by his natural, well, in his main, or you would have taken additional gas by his natural. So maybe 2 base muta, but I have a feeling it could be also a Nidus Swarmoster.
Ooh, okay, Nidus. Yeah, that actually sounds also like an option. Obviously, oh, okay, this really looks like Nidus. This really looks like Nidus because there's a wall forming at the natural of Qoobic. And now we have 2 additional gases, which means 3 gases really looks like Nidus, honestly. I suppose it's gonna be a 4th gas sooner or later. What I don't know if it's gonna be with queens or not. Obviously, there's 1 queen at the natural entrance, and we have 1 queen on each hatchery. Really safe opener. On the other side, like it goes for the spores as well, so it should be a safe one. And what do we have here? We have a Void Ray. And yeah, I suppose look at the Overload positioning, Origin. This should be
Correct.
This should be that one, yeah. Okay.
So we got a roach warren, so it looks maybe like a Nidus roach going to happen, yeah. Possibilities.
Roach speed, okay. We have 2 full saturated bases, I suppose, yep. Or almost full saturated. And I am not sure what's happening because... Am I crazy? Where's the tech? Is this going to be a straight up roach push? Quite interesting, not gonna lie. The 3rd base is extremely late. Honestly, this doesn't make too much sense to me, and I'm a tad bit afraid that Rombuzz will get confused as well, because he might just expect a Nidus. And he doesn't put the pylon too close, so it's kind of risky for Rombuzz, in my opinion. I'm still...
3 Overlords are popping right now, so you're going to see definitely roach production going to start happening right now.
Oh yeah, wait. Oh, he misplaced his Nexus, I think. That's 100 minerals down the drain, sadly. Now, the drone count, what are our numbers? What numbers are we working with here? I know 52 is one of the numbers, 60 is one of the numbers, 66 is one of the numbers.
I see currently 52. Usually it's 60 you would be the number, and then move out. And then obviously macro behind that, depending what way you want to play, if you want to try finish it or if you can finish it at the end there. But other than that, yeah, you can push out the macro another 15 drones behind it, and economically, if you do enough damage, you should be ahead. We got the Hydra Nestas, Denasi there.
And the second Evo as well. Okay, we have Carapace. That's going to be useful for future links, but notice that we have no link speed, and we have Hydra speed incoming first, so this might just be a move out across the map. with +2 and +1 carapace. Ooh, 4th base. Okay, so we're gonna have 4 hatcheries, but I don't think it's gonna get saturated. I might be wrong, but it doesn't look like it. Now we're missing
that is a
3
bit of
drones.
a late 4th hatch, so it could be used as a macro hatch.
Yeah, that's what I think as well, because usually you take it at what, 5:30, maybe 6 minutes latest. So if Rombuzz would just scout around and just see the timing of this hatchery, then yeah. Oh wait, never mind. He already saw the timing of this hatchery. So look at this, quite interesting. We have 70 drones, so I am not exactly sure what we're looking at, Origin, because this looked like a 2 base all in, then looked like a 3 base push, then now we have a 4th base with gases added, and we're going up to 70 plus drones.
Well, we're definitely going to see a lurker player. Lurker den has been spawned. So with they're going to go, the Zerg's going to go up to tier 3 now. So there's definitely lurker play going to come up. So we might also see a bit of good old air toss play for the lurkers coming up as well. You've scouted.
Yeah, but he needs to scout it, and it's deep inside the main base, and there's a queen and the spore standing in between, scouting it, and potentially even like some queens just defending all around. Okay, 2 oracles are going to team up. We have 2 voiders and 16 stalkers. Stalkers are, I would say, not the worst option. I think zealots are worse, but it's kind of the same category. It's like the if anything else is available, then you should take anything else instead. They're just squishy after some point, I think. I don't feel like they scale too well with the upgrades. Maybe +1, maybe +2. But I think after that point, the zealots scale better. 4th base coming up for Rombuzz, so he's trying to do some stuff. Qoobic is aware.
Disruptors have been built now as well, and charge lotter has been researched, so his +1 is almost done. Well, correct me wrong, I don't play Protoss as much, but what would be the ideal to start doing your +1 for Protoss?
I think much earlier. So you can just add. Usually, how I do it is I take the Stargate, then I take the 3rd base, and once I get the 3rd base, I add Twilight and Forge, and then I go for either Blink and +1 or Charge and +1, depending on what I want to do. And of course, you can add as splash damage. You can add Colossi, you can add Disruptors, and then you can pair them with Blink Stalkers, or you can just go for a couple of Immortals, Storm, maybe Archons, and later on you can decide if you want to add Disruptors instead of Storm, or if you want to continue with Disruptors. Ooh, beautiful. Okay, so Rombuzz is aware of everything. I don't know if he clicked on what happened, what's here. This one shield battery is not going to protect him. He needs to give up this base. This base, all with the drone, the probes in it, it's going to fall, in my opinion. Yep, that is looking like it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was a beautiful disruptor shot. I barely caught it on camera, but it happened. Okay.
Yeah,
oh my god!
Oh, one.
Oh my goodness, Rombuzz just showing off why he is notoriously known for these disruptor shots. One more going down, and all of a sudden this looks like a fairly even game. And now he's blinking forward. Stalkers are not the best answer to Hydras. Chartlots are better. Immortals are tanky, but they don't do as much damage, so I wouldn't mind if he adds like Storm maybe, or maybe 1-2 Colossi. Of course, Rombuzz is notorious for adding multiple robotics facilities, so...
Yeah, those are some very good disruptor shots from Rombuzz out, but I only think now it's a lot of hatches on the field already. So, and the Zerg is on 82 drones, can just hold in that spawn button for the units.
Yeah, here's a Zealot Rombuzz as well, as Rombuzz will... Okay, he's not going to try to get in on the top side. Maybe now. Does he have an observer with this? No, he has no observers overall on the map, and that's going to be a problem. Greater Spire coming in, so we are going to see some kind of Broodlord play. Obviously, Broodlords are really, really good against what Rombuzz has right now. Probably Stalkers are, once again, not the worst option, because you can just blink onto them. Archons, if you can get them under the Broodlords, and just overall to clear the Broodlings, are really good. But there's going to be +3 missile attack, and I'm pretty sure you knew this. I think I read it on Wikipedia that, and I mentioned it a couple of times. Oh, Disruptor Shot gets a couple of Hydras once again. Oh my god, these Disruptor Shots are actually paying off. Oh, this one. Okay, this one also takes... And another one. Never mind, I cannot even finish my sentence. Rombuzz will not allow me, but I'm actually happy that he doesn't.
For some good disruptor play there. The only issue now, what's going to happen once the Lurkers and Broodlords start spawning, it's going to be a very siege Zerg attack going to happen. So it's going to become some good range there. The Lurkers defending the ground, and obviously the Broodlords sieging behind the Lurkers. You know, just for their protectiveness for the Stalkers or ground units.
Yeah, exactly. Where the Lurkers burrow under, in front of the Broodlords, and the Broodlords just keep pressuring. It's going to be a really, really tough time for the Protoss on the ground. But if Rombuzz could somehow just feel it, you know, he sees... Okay, now he sees the Broodlords. He should add more Stargates. He should stop any kind of disruptive production. He should start adding Stargates, and he should start Void Ray production, of course.
Beautiful force fields there.
Oh, yes. Oh my god, he's just controlling these disruptors like a madman. He said, you know what, you can have dirty plays, but the late game is mine with this composition. Okay, the Broodlords are actually putting in some damage. Oh my god, once again, just barely catching on the side. Just barely catching these disruptor shots. So what I wanted to mention about these Broodlords is that they basically have two types of attacks. So one attack is from the Broodlord itself when he launches it, and I think it, if I'm not mistaken, it benefits from... I think it benefits from like melee attacks, but I'm not sure. So I'm
only the team attacking probes.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, no, it does benefit, you know. Obviously, if you research melee on your broodlings, get that extra DPS, and obviously also, well, not DPS, damage. Sorry for that. And then obviously, yeah, the Broodlords itself admit damage.
Yeah, from air attacks, they also benefit from air attacks. Look at that reflection on the Broodlords, man. It's amazing.
I do see a Dark Shrine is in production and a Fleet Beacon.
Okay, so Rombuzz is actually doing the right thing. A second Cyber Core as well, and we have 2 extra Stargates coming up. So 3 Stargate and double upgrade production for those air units. Let's see what is going to be the call. I suppose both Carriers and Void Rays should be on the field. Hydras do really well against Void Rays. Not as great against Carriers unless they just manage to do... Oh, that second cannot finish the sentence again. Beautiful disruptor shots. Honestly, if he can just remove the Hydra threat from the ground before these disruptors go down, he doesn't have to remake them anymore. Okay, there should be one more disruptor shot. One of them is going to reload soon. Okay, 2 disruptors reloaded. Let's see if he's going to fire them. Oh, but the Broodlings are actually doing a lot of damage here. Slowly but surely, Rombuzz is getting pushed away. Oh no, like this is kind of looking like getting boxed in. And 3 carriers are in production though. Let's see if Rombuzz can actually hold Disruptor Shot. It's going to miss. A rare occasion in this game so far. Okay, one more Disruptor Shot. That's going to hit a couple of Hydras. That is really, really nice done. But 21 Hydras actually morphing. 8 more in production. Ooh, and he's getting pushed back. The 4th base is getting taken down. There is another base, a 5th one. But he needs to keep expanding because he is on 4 bases at 16 minutes. And that is not a healthy economy. If you look at the main base being mined out almost entirely. Natural halfway out. Oh, one more Disruptor Shot. Beautifully done here. I also wouldn't mind if Rombuzz... Oh, actually, the Colossi are actually quite nice addition here, in my opinion.
Here comes the carriers. But they're gonna get shot down right in the hard phase there.
Ooh, this looks like he's gonna overwhelm Rombuzz. Oh, let's see the Disruptor Shot. Maybe. Okay, Disruptor Shot once again. It's going to hit a couple of Hydras, but this base is also going down. Which... Oh, the Colossus is rallied on the wrong side. Oh, it's spawning on the wrong side of the world. That is not a welcome sight if you are a Rombuzz fan. And unless Rombuzz has something up his sleeves, he is going to just fall here. There's no carriers. There's one more Disruptor marching down the field. A couple of Zealots are being warped in. But there's Hydras all over the place, and this is Stalkers and a single sentry, and against Broodlords and 3/3 Hydras. Sorry, 3/2 Hydras. And we also have +1 Carapace for air, which makes those Broodlords tankier. And that is going to be Qoobic taking the first series of today's BaltiCup Invitational. Oof, rough games for Rombuzz.
Fortunately, those Broodlords were just doing the job, eh? They did a lot of damage. They were pushing Rombuzz back. So yeah, it was very unfortunate, but was some very good plays from both players, I think.
Yeah.
Well done.
Indeed.